All right, welcome to Metabolic Challenge. I'm Coach Clint, and today we'll be getting up, getting moving, and hopefully getting nice and warm. So we're going to start with our tip of the day for men's health. It is Movember or November, and our tip today comes to you as managing stress where you can. Balancing work and family obligations can be very challenging, especially with the work from home environment or hybrid environment. And the holidays are coming up, so that's stressful anyway. But it is very important to protect your mental and physical health. So by doing that, the best way to work on mental health is by finding some way to de-stress, if that's going for walks, doing physical activity, maybe listening to a podcast, something like that. We also have Headspace available to you guys. If you've never used Headspace, it's pretty amazing guided meditation. I can send you more information if you would like. Just let me know at the end of class. But there's all kinds of those to kind of help you de-stress. Stress compiles on stress. The more stress you have mentally, the more you feel physically, the more injured you'll feel if you're working a bunch, working out a bunch. So having that release from stress can be very helpful. And then our joke of the day today, what did the man reply when he was asked? I must ask you a question. And for this, I have this. I must ask you a question. And then the guy answered, he answered, can you shave it for later if it's not hairy important? Can you shave it for later if it's not hairy important? I know dad jokes are so bad, but so good. Let's go ahead and get warmed up. Thanks for putting up with my dad jokes. I mean, come on. Let's get warmed up. Single leg glute bridges. Today is an A day, so we're going to be working on lower pull, upper push. So let's get those glutes and hamstrings warmed up. Drive up single leg style, come down nice and slow. Let's go 5 of those on each side. Come up, down. Now metabolic challenge is going to be fast paced and going here once we get moving. But for the warm up, I want you to take your time, really get things ready to go. We won't rush the warm up. We want to make sure that we got everything ready, active. Hamstrings are already nice and tight from this week, so this is going to feel good. Let's go straight into bent knee hamstring. Straighten out your left leg. We got a runner. We have a runner. Pull it in and kick that leg up nice and straight. Bring it down. We have a runner again. There he goes. Let's go 5 on each side, bent knee hamstring. Now, as the warm-up goes, I'm going to take a quick little break. You guys will continue on movement, and I'll share in the chat about 7:10. I'm going to share in the chat what the playlist is for today. Yes, I would rather just play it in class so I could listen to it also, but copyright things. So I can share it with you. It is on Spotify. Okay, so you can listen to it if you want to. Get your 5 in. And then we're going to go straight into our dead bug position. Okay, lock in that dead bug position. Arms up. We're going to just take a deep breath in through your nose. Push out through your mouth. Squeeze everything down nice and tight. Good. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. Okay, now keep that core and those ribs locked in right where they're at. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. Good. Now hold it there. Extend those arms over your head. Same thing, in through your nose. Don't let your ribs or core change. Push out. In. Out. Now extend your legs as far as you can. Good. In. Out. In. Out. And bring it back into that dead bug position. We just braced in all three positions. Go ahead and relax those feet down. Hopefully you felt the difference as you elongated yourself, which part in your core you're using, and make sure that you're keeping those ribs locked in. That's bracing. That's what we're going to do a ton today with a lot of the movements we're doing. So make sure that you reset, deep breath. Good. Now I'm locked in. Now my core is not going to move. Okay. Let's go ahead and roll over. Half kneeling position. Stretch our quad hip flexor. Even though we're not doing a ton of quads today, we did the other day. So let's go ahead, squeeze this down glute, drive to the front of the room. Feel that quad hip flexor. Now, if you want to, you can bring that back knee up and hold it with your hand if you want. Let's go 3 of those. Relax. One more. Good. Switching sides. Hopefully you guys are having a great morning so far. It's Friday. It's supposed to be a beautiful day today. 50 degrees. Heat wave up here. No school for Lucas, so we're going to have some fun today, hopefully. He can help me do some work. Good. Up on your feet. Go straight into those hamstrings. Back. Nice. Oh, I froze up on the computer. Hopefully you guys can still see me. Please send it to the chat. Yeah. Video is chat again. See, and I don't get that. Forward fold. So I'm about shoulder width, maybe a little wider. Push my hips to the back of the room. Fold forward. And then squeeze those glutes to come up. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to see if I can make this non-choppy. Do this. Let's try that. Let's see what happens. All right, so do about 5 forward folds. 5 forward folds. And then squeeze and come up. Now there's nothing. There, squeeze and come up. Forward fold. Squeeze those glutes and come up. Good. All right, this time widen out. I want about elbow width, okay? Or you can go a little wider if you want into that straddle style position. Push down to the ground. Touch the ground. Once you're touching the ground, pull yourself into almost a squat. You're just going to bend your knees, try to drive your glutes down towards the ground. I'm doing like this sumo style squat position, but my chest is rounded a little. Let's drive back up, stretch those hamstrings, pull underneath into that sumo style squat. Thank you, by the way, for letting me know that the video is choppy. I don't know why all of a sudden it's been doing that in the mornings with Zoom. I don't know if Zoom's overloaded. My afternoon class, same exact setup, looks fine, doesn't get choppy. Pull under. Drive up. We got 2 more. Pull under. Drive up. Last one, pull under. Drive up. Roll up nice and slow. Squeezing those glutes at the top. Good. Turn sideways. Let's go reverse lunge. Reverse lunge. Take the knee all the way to the ground. Okay, just take that knee to the ground. Get that good rotation around. I'm pulling myself around, reaching to the back of the room, looking where my hand's going, coming back to center, switching to the other side. Let's go 5 of these on each side. on your own time. So you can go a little faster here if you want, a little slower, totally up to you. Once you're done with your 5, grab a quick drink of water. We're going neural activation and into the workout. Dun, dun, dun. All right, I'm going to throw in the chat the playlist for today. Here we go. So that's in there if you want to use it. Yeah, I don't know why we're having choppy problems, so hopefully it gets better. I tried something, but last time I tried that, it didn't work. But right now it seems to be, I can move and it doesn't go away. So let's, hopefully that helped. Seems okay now. Yeah, I don't know. North Idaho. Let's blame North Idaho. Okay, North Idaho is a problem area. Okay, let's go neural activation, reaching up to the sky. That just means I need to move somewhere like Hawaii and do it on the beach or something because it's going to start snowing here and I don't want to. Reaching up to the sky. First go, drop in. Second go, we're going to go side to side skier jumps. Speaking of snow, okay, side to side skier jumps. About 5 seconds. We'll reset and do it again. Here we go. All the way up. Go. Go. Hips going side to side. Staying nice and strong. Upper body's quiet and relaxed. Good. All the way up. Go. Go. And relax. One more. All the way up. Go. Go. And relax. All right. Good job. Okay, so we're going into our first block. Okay. Whew. This is our timed block. So we're going to go through and we have a set amount of time, kind of like an AMRAP. See how many rounds we get with what we're doing. Now, if you do not have one of the implements that we're using, or if you do not have a way to do one of them, I'll show you multiple ways that we're in the same category, okay? Now, if you have sliders or not, it's fine. We're just using them for one of our core exercises today. Our first movement, we're going RDL, okay? RDL. Deadlifts are really hard to do, work from home, but just dumbbells, RDLs, we can. So we're gonna go about shoulder width, okay? I'm gonna take these dumbbells, I'm gonna slide them down my legs. So to slide it down my legs, I have to push my hips out of the way by sliding my hips back, come to about mid shin, come up nice and tall. Okay, so I slide down, push my hips back, keep my back flat, come to about mid shin, come up nice and tall. Now, if you try to squat, okay, my hands have a really hard time sliding, but as I push my hips back, my hands just naturally can go right down those legs, okay? So we have 10 of those, 10 RDLs. Then we're going down to the ground. Down to the ground, okay? And if you're doing body weight for those ones, same thing, okay? Body weight, RDLs, you're just gonna pretend like you're holding heavy weights, squeeze those glutes, and really squeeze on the way up, okay? Even more so than us with weights. Okay, here we go. Next one, single arm bench. For those of you that have weight, I'm gonna put both arms up in the air. I bring that down, drive it up, down, drive it up. We're going 6 on each side, okay? 6 single arm bench on each side, okay? If you don't have weights, you're gonna go roll over and you're gonna do push-ups. Let me move those sliders. You're gonna go push-ups for 6, but you're gonna go down slow, press up as quick as you can. You can do that from your knees too. Down slow, press up quick, okay? So the downward motion, we want to slow and controlled. Up, we want power for both of those movements. Okay. Core, feet on sliders. You can do this with sliders or without. It's the same movement. You just have to jump your feet if you don't have sliders. Lock your core in. I bring my feet in and out. In, out. Okay. Atomic crunches. In, out. Okay. We're doing 10 of those. 10 of those. From there, last movement. Last movement in this round. Okay. We are going into everybody's favorite 5 each side of a split squat jump. So we're here in the split squat. Come up, land, come up, land. Okay. Split squat jump. 5 each leg. 5 each leg, or 10 total. Now we're on our lower pull day, but we're mixing it with our explosive push, just like what we did when we did our lower push day. We mixed it with those kettlebell swings. Okay. Working different muscle characteristics. All right. So starting out, you got RDLs. Okay. RDLs for 10. Go ahead and get yourself ready. We got 15 minutes, okay, approximately 15 minutes. We're shooting for 4 rounds, okay? So if you're sticking with me, hopefully we hit right about 4 rounds. Might be a little bit more if you're a little quicker, so don't worry about that. Our goal is 4, more is fine, okay? Go ahead and get started when you're ready. Now with these, any point that you need a drink, please grab one. So notice, coming down slow and controlled. Come to mid shin. Once I hit that mid shin, I squeeze those glutes and I fire to the top. Down slow, fire to the top. You got 10. Keep that chest active. Keep that back flat. Do that. You're keeping those shoulders engaged. It's really good movement for posture. Even body weight. Body weight, you're doing the same movement. You're just hinging down. You're squeezing your glutes to create that tension. Whew. Good. Down. Now you should feel the weight in your heels. You might see my toes lift off just a little bit. It's because I'm pushing my glutes way to the back of the room, finding that balance in my heels. So I'm just light on my toes. The only problem is these aren't quite heavy enough for how much I like to push to the back of the room. I need to go buy myself a big old barbell. Go ahead, come into your bench position or push-up position next. Remember, it's 6 each side or 6 total. With the bench, if you want to make it a little harder, you can pull into a dead bug, okay? Or you can leave those feet flat. Down slow, drive it up quick. Try to punch the sky. Now remember, we're starting each one of our days, total body, lower push, upper pull, upper push, lower pull. We're starting every one of these days with a very small density training, which is what we're doing right now. So it doesn't feel like metabolic challenge right at first, but towards the end of these rounds, the end of the first 15 minutes, you're definitely feeling some heavy breathing. And then at the end, we really get you with our fun timed rounds, okay, regular timed rounds. So now going into those atomic crunches, extending out, pulling in and out, or if you don't have sliders, you're jumping in, jumping out. You have 10. And then you're going split squat jumps. 5 each side. And then you get a nice little rest. Grab some water if you need it. Now, if you've been listening to that playlist, what's your favorite song you've heard so far? If you're listening to the playlist. Or if you haven't been listening to the playlist, you're listening to your own stuff, what's your favorite song to work out to? That even if you don't have music, plays in your head. I've got a few from my childhood, mostly. Back in Black, something that my dad played all the time. Hell's Bells, AC/DC, Jukebox Hero. Those are kind of the ones that really go in when I'm doing stuff. Just because I've heard them so much. They're great songs for working out because there's a lot going on. And Crazy Train. Crazy Train's awesome because if you need to push a little harder, Crazy Train knows how to get you there. All right, back into your bench or push-up when you're ready. Our next one. Remember, bring it down slow and controlled with both. Doesn't matter which one you're doing. Down slow and controlled. Drive it up quick. Now, because this class does both, right? Weight and no weight, just because you never know who's going to show up. If you're one of the non-weighted people and you want to, you can always go find something to grab. Milk jug full of water. We've seen laundry soap. Costco has some of the best weights you can ever ask for, and they're just goods that you use. And the fun thing about that is as the month goes, if you plan it right, towards the end of the month when you're getting tired of the same workout, it's a lot lighter. I did that with laundry soap for a while. My squats day one were a lot harder than my squats, a lot harder than the squats at the end of the month. And for all you guys know, these could just be colored things. They might not even be dumbbells. All right, back in that split squat jump. And then grab a drink. We are dead on time right now for 4 rounds. So if you're sticking with me, we're dead on time. We should finish probably with a couple of seconds extra, actually, which is fine. Doubling down. Maybe if I don't drop them. I have some power blocks on order. For those of you that know what those are, for those of you that don't, they're an awesome adjustable weight platform. Kind of expensive, kind of like the Bowflex ones, but they're square. Take up very little space. Go from 5 pounds. Actually, it can go from 2.5 pounds because if you use just the bullet. So 2.5 pounds all the way up to 95 pounds. So hopefully when those show up, I'll be able to get even more work in. I also want to get a couple of kettlebells because I love kettlebells. Probably one of the things I miss the most. Kettlebells. The racks were nice. The Versa climber, my favorite thing of all time. I might have to just go back on site at some time to use the Versa climber or talk Brielle into letting me buy one. Maybe she'll get me one for Christmas. I don't know if I like it that much. How you guys feeling? Hopefully everybody's feeling good. Let's see. Got a chat in there. Okay, good. Whew. You guys can, I know you're working hard, so I don't expect you to throw stuff in the chat all the time, but when you take little breaks, if you want to throw something in the chat, like how things are feeling, your favorite song, what you're going to do this weekend after this workout. All that stuff's good for your coach to know. Whew. Split squat jumps again. How do I always end up on these? All right, we got about 3.5 minutes left. So just about perfect for one more round. Hopefully you guys are breathing as hard as I am, especially after those split squat jumps. And then coming into these RDLs feels really good because it's opposite muscles. Good. Finish up your last round here. Okay, you got about 2.5 minutes. Finish up your last round. Transferring 2 dumbbells is a little slower than transferring 1, especially when it's over your head. I don't want to drop it. All right. About a minute left. Once you're done with whatever round you're on, you can take a quick break. Get yourself ready for the next round. Right, good job. You know, it gets harder when it's hard for you to carry on a conversation. We used to call it so in the RPE scale, right? You can call it, can you hold on a conversation? Is it labored talking? Is it singing, right? So those are different rates of where your heart rate is, basically, how exhausted you are by how much breath you're taking in. Because if I can sing to you guys, I'm not working very hard. If I can talk, definitely kind of in that middle range. If I have to take pauses or stop talking and then say something and then stop talking, you know that it's in that phase of coach is tired. So that's awesome. Cool. All right, guys, grab a quick drink. I'm going to demo you through your next movements. Okay. And then we're going to go off the timer from there. Everything's going to be 20 on, 10 off. Okay. 20 on, 10 off. And we are doing our ESD at the end. Okay. So our ESD at the end. Whew. Hot tamales. Holy cow. Okay. So this next one, we're going to have 4 movements, I believe. Let me check. No, 3 movements. 3 movements to do. Okay, 3 movements. And we're going 4 rounds. So what is that in math terms? 3 movements, 4 rounds. Okay, so what we have first, everybody's favorite, we're going single leg curls. Now, if you don't have a slider or anything that slides on your floor, okay, what you are going to be doing, you're going to go, so first we're going to go single leg, bridge, leg drop. For those of you that do not have a slider, okay, the others, everybody else that has a slider, it's the same movement, just a different emphasis. Okay, we're going to drive up, slide out. You can bring it back, or you can set your butt down to drag it back. I want your butt in the air as you slide out. On the way back, I don't care if you drop your glutes to the ground and drag it back. That's totally up to you. Okay, 20 seconds all on one leg. And then we're going to switch to the other leg. Okay, then we'll switch to that other leg. Okay, so all on one leg. Next, after 10-second rest, we switch legs. Okay, from there, we come up to a half kneeling position. Half kneeling position like so. Okay, right here. And again, maybe I can double the weight. We're going half kneel, curl, press, bring it down, 20 seconds. Okay, 20 seconds. Now each round here, we're just doing a single side. So we do 2, single, okay? And then we have a core at the end, okay? Our core for this one. Whew, okay? Get yourself ready because the core for this one is fun, okay? 20 seconds. Put my hands under my glutes. I extend my feet out, okay? I like my hands next to my glutes because my tailbone digs into the floor if I don't. So I'm here. Keep my core tight. We already worked on that, locking it in. We're just going to lift off. Okay, round 1, we're about about an inch or 2 off the ground. Okay, round 2, we're going to go about 6 inches, right about there. Okay, round 3, about a foot. Round 4, we're going to come up about 2 foot. Okay, so I'll remind you as we go, it's only holding for 20 seconds. It's only the legs. Okay, all core. Okay, get yourself ready. Leg curls first. I'll give you a countdown, so don't worry. Leg curls each side. Okay, leg curls each side. And then half kneeling curl to press one side, and then core. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 20 seconds of torture with these leg curls though. Rest, 10-second rest, switching sides. Now, if your legs need to stretch, do so. 3, 2, 1, go. Rest. Half kneeling, curl to press. Doesn't matter which knee first. We're going to alternate the next round. 3, 2, 1, go. Curl, press. Keep that core tight. All the movements coming from your arm. Your core is locked in. Rest. Leg lift about 2 inches off the ground. 3, 2, 1, go. You can relax your head down. Keep your core tight. Don't let your back arch off the ground. Hold it steady. Rest. Good. Right back into your leg curls. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Rest. Oh, hamstrings. Hamstrings. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Rest. Half kneeling on the other side. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. I feel like my left hand isn't as big as my right hand. It's harder to hold these weights. Rest. Leg lift. Okay. We're going about 6 inches. 3, 2, 1, go. Now this one's going to be a little harder. You might shake a little bit more. Don't let your back come off the ground. Keep it nice and tight in the core. Rest. Leg curls. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Rest. 3, 2, 1, go. Now, if you need a little extra rest, please take it. Grab some water, get back in. If you need to stretch those hamstrings out, leg curls are taxing on the hamstrings. So if you need to stretch them out, you can. Okay. Give them a break, rest. First side with the curl to press. 3, 2, 1, go. Rest. All right, about a foot off the ground. 3, 2, 1, go. Keep breathing. Don't try to hold your breath for 20 seconds. Keep breathing. Keep it locked in. And rest. Good. Leg curls, 5 seconds. Last set. 3, 2, 1, go. Rest. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Rest. Whew. All right, leg curls coming up. Or leg curls. Curl to press. 2, 1, go. And I have my wrong knee up, getting flustered, getting tired. Rest. Last one, about 2 feet off the ground. 3, 2, 1, go. And rest. Good job. Grab a quick drink of water. We got one last thing. We got 4 rounds. 4 rounds of 10 on, 10 off. Explosive movement for the upper body. The lower body with leg curls and RDLs. Already had a bunch. Single arm bench and curl to press. You know, they're great. They're good movements. But our upper body tends to not get taxed as easily. So now we're going to throw in a nice little finisher. And then we'll just take a nice little stretch break at the end. Now you can use weights here if you want. I'm going with the lighter set of weights. The lighter set. Okay, I'm not going super heavy. But what we have, and I'll demo first. Okay, weights come to my chest. I'm going to come down wide. Okay, so I come down wide and I jump up narrow. Both arms go up. Then I come down wide, jump up narrow, 10 seconds. Okay, so it's a push, I guess a overhead press jump. I don't know what you want to call it, but go out, jump up. Okay, just like that, 10 seconds. Give you a countdown. Here we go in 5, 10. I always forget where it counts from. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, wide at the bottom, narrow at the top. You can do it with or without weight. Rest. It's as easy as that. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Rest. 3, 2, 1, go. Rest. One more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And time. Good job. All right. Reach to the sky. Interlace those fingers. Reach up nice and high. Deep breath in. Widen out your feet just a little. Let's forward fold down. Leave that left hand down on the ground. Reach up to the sky with your right hand. Switch. 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 One more on each side. Switch. Switch. And squeeze those glutes. Roll up nice and slow. Extend your left or right leg forward. Bend that back knee. So it's kind of like a reverse lunge as far as my back knee is bent now. My front leg is the straight leg. I'm going to sweep that heel on that front leg. Come up. Let's do 3 of those. Notice my toe is off the ground. Sweep. One more. Sweep. Switch sides. Whew. Good job this Friday, guys. Good job. Sweep. 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 Good. Last stretch for you. I want you to go down on the ground. Okay, we're going to go down on the ground. 90-90 position. Okay, so getting that good 90-90. Okay, you can do overhead. You can do sweep. You can do arm bar. You guys know I'm partial to arm bar, so I'm going to do my arm bars. Let's go 3 of whatever 90-90 you want to do. Stretch that T-spine out. And depending on which one you're doing with that, your shoulder. I just like this arm bar because I feel like in the space I have, I get the most out of it. With the sweep and the over the top, a lot of times I run into this, right? The curtain, and still stay on screen. So the arm bar just works really good in my space. And that could be your limitation too. Good. Switch to the other side. Now, while we're doing that, I want you to think of something. It was the quote of the day, but more of a thought of the day. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a quote of motivation or anything, just something to kind of think of. Your health can be judged by what you take 2 of. If it's pills or if it's stairs. Okay. It's kind of thought-provoking, right? So many times we're told to just take something to fix something, where maybe physical activity fixes it. Maybe, eating an apple a day really does keep the doctor away, right? But I'm very guilty of this. I get migraines, and a lot of times I just look for the nearest Excedrin, ibuprofen, whatever, where a lot of times if I just take the time to do a headspace or a breath, or maybe get some stretching in, okay, a lot of times that can help. Maybe even just close my eyes for a few minutes, get away from the computer. But just there's other ways to look at health than what you can take to fix it. So I know you guys are working hard. You're here, you're always here, and you're working hard. So I appreciate that. That's what keeps me motivated and going at 7 a.m. in the morning when everybody else is sleeping or trying to sleep. So I appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend, please. Go out and do something fun. Enjoy the weather if it's nice outside. be happy, be healthy, smile a little bit. And remember, if somebody must ask you a question, make sure they don't need to shave it for later, if it's not hairy important. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate you. If you need anything, as always, reach out to me at clintx.carlson@Intel. Whew. Good job, everyone. Yeah, Oregon in the house. Happy Friday, everyone.